Hello intentional woman, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ayanime and in today's video we are looking at affirmations for the intentional woman. These affirmations cover every aspect of your life. To be honest, I just don't see these as ordinary affirmations. I see them as prayers, words to live by. Let's jump right in. Before we get into the affirmations, there is something different about me. What do you think that is? Let me know once you see it. So the first affirmation is one that I love so much, so ideal for single ladies, and that is, my husband would never. So the best way to use this affirmation is if you are experiencing something in your love life that you don't want, especially when a man is not acting in a way that aligns with your values. And you know in your heart that this is not what you want in a partner. So instead of you getting stressed out about it, instead of you trying to manipulate him to change him, you simply reaffirm that your husband would never. So you can say, my husband would never make me pay 50-50 on a date. My husband would never make me wait days for a phone call. My husband will never say he will do something and then not do it. My husband would never abuse me. My husband would never mistreat me. My husband would never do XYZ, depending on whatever your situation is. The beautiful thing about this affirmation is that saying it means that you are reaffirming that there is somebody who would do XYZ. So when you say my husband would never make me wait days before responding to my message, you are affirming that there is a man who would actually not make you wait days to respond to your message. So I love this affirmation so much because it takes your focus from you trying to manage this man, trying to change him into who you want, and drawing your attention into you understanding that there is somebody out there who would do everything you want, because it's really the bare minimum. Now, before we get into number 2, I just want to take a moment to say thank you. So the 10th of November was my birthday and the women of this community made me feel so loved, so appreciated. The messages, the gifts. This is one of the gifts from a lady in this community. I love it so much. I got a Rode mic. We still need to test that out. And then the sound in our videos is going to be really, really clear. I love the women in this community. So thank you so much for taking out the time to pray for me, send your wishes, comments, messages, gifts. Thank you so much. Now number 2, and this affirmation goes, I refuse to want who doesn't want me. This particular affirmation is for when you find yourself in a situation where you are desiring a man who is not returning the same energy, because that happens a lot of times. I have women in this community who share with me, oh, anyway, I like him, but he doesn't like me as much, or he's not returning my calls. He's telling me he's not ready. He's saying he's been through trauma and all of these things. Instead of them to recognize that this person just is not that into them, they feel like they can manipulate the situation and make it, give it an outcome that they want. So instead of you approaching it that way, which can make you very, very sad, make you very emotionally volatile, frustrated, you can just say to yourself, I refuse to want who doesn't want me. I mean, I like him, granted, but he doesn't want me, so I refuse to want him. It is a very empowering way to approach your love life. You can expand on it. You can say, I refuse to want a man who is not crazy about me. I refuse to desire a man who makes me beg for attention or affection. I refuse to be attracted to a toxic man. I refuse to want a man who treats me badly. I refuse to want a man who doesn't pursue me with intention and purpose. I refuse to lower my standards no matter how scared I am about losing this man. There's so many angles you can go with this particular affirmation. Keep refusing and rejecting it. Now number 3, and this one is one of the mantras or affirmations that saved my life and brought me to where I am today. And that is, the life I want is possible. This one encompasses the entirety of your life, from your career to your academics, your finances, your love life, your relationships, and even the experiences that you want to give yourself. And it is so needed when you start to doubt your capabilities, when you start to doubt whether your dreams will come true. So you can use this one to intentionally and consciously remind yourself that what you want is possible. I always say, as long as somebody else has done it, you can do it and even surpass them. So you have to remind yourself that the man you want is possible. The marriage you want is possible. The career you want is possible. The level of finances you want to operate in is possible. The type of experiences you want to have, whether travel, whether certain hobbies, certain expensive hobbies, you can say this is possible. Yours is to ask yourself, what do I have to do to make it possible? And then be open to answers and opportunities. Now, number 4, I reject the at least mindset. Ooh, I hate this mindset so much. I hate it because it can make you settle for crumbs. It can make you rationalize the situation you are in. So you start to see things like, at least I have this small job. At least I have a man. At least it takes care of the children. At least, what? I hate this particular mindset so much. I think somebody in this community said something and someone said, reject the at least mindset. And it stuck with me. So I decided to make it a mantra. I decided to make it an affirmation for my life, which I am inviting you to do also. Reject certain mindsets. Refuse to settle, because that is what this mindset does. So you say, I reject the at least mindset and I walk into the fullness of my life, the fullness of my experience, the fullness of what God has in store for me. I refuse to settle for scraps. I think there's even 2 affirmations in one with that one. Number 5, I love this one so much. God, give me answers. It can be so scary when you don't even know what direction to take regarding a particular situation in your life. It can be so scary because if you are deeply spiritual, if you're a Christian and you have a good relationship with the Holy Spirit, you will understand how important it is for you not to walk in your own understanding, because you do not see everything. So this is where it is so crucial for you to not just make this one an affirmation, but a prayer that you can meditate on every day, where you say, God, give me answers. Give me answers regarding this project I want to go into. Give me answers regarding this man who has come into my life. Give me answers regarding my finances. Give me answers regarding my business. Give me answers regarding this program I would like to promote. Give me answers regarding sales. How do I go about it? My ideal time for using this particular affirmation is early in the morning, like 5, 4, 5, 6, when everywhere is so quiet, and I'll lie down in my bed and I'll close my eyes. I will visualize a particular aspect of my life that I need answers on, and I will say, Father, give me answers regarding this project I want to embark on. Regarding this thing I want to do, give me answers. I don't want to make a mistake. Or is this man the right person for me? This is his name. This is where he's from. I mean, I know you know his name, but it's a conversation, right? Is he the right person for me? I don't want to walk in my own understanding. Give me answers. And then when you do this, you also listen for answers. You do listen. It may not come in the way you expect. It could be that as you're going about your day, you stumble on a video on social media, you stumble on a news article or something that actually gives you answers to that question you were asking. So once you use this affirmation, be open to answers. Be open to the response of the Holy Spirit. All right? And so far, most of our affirmations has been about what we reject, right? Now let's get into what we want. And that brings us to number 6. And this affirmation says, I deserve a love that is XYZ. You can expand on this one depending on whatever your love life is, depending on the results you want to see. You can say, I deserve a love that doesn't leave me confused. I deserve a love that makes me thank God every day. I deserve a love that speaks life into me and uplifts me. I deserve a love that makes me feel safe and secure. A love that improves my life. A love that draws me closer to God. A love that doesn't make me compromise my values. I deserve a love that God has ordained for me. With this affirmation, you are reaffirming why you are waiting for the right person, why you will not settle for less. I love this affirmation so much, you know. And I had to use this one recently because there was this guy who literally left me confused. And this is somebody who I've known for a long time, who I felt like we were really, really compatible. And I felt like we had a future together. And I remember being so confused about his intentions. I had to use this one. I said to myself, I don't even know. I deserve a love that doesn't leave me confused. A love that gives me a bit of certainty. A love that is clear and intentional. I love that affirmation. And finally, number 7. This particular affirmation was inspired by a comment from a community member. And that is why I always tell you, your comments sometimes either give me ideas for videos or something that I can apply into my life. It was such an empowering comment. The affirmation says, I love him, but I love me more. This is so needed if you know in your heart you have to break up with somebody. If you know that you have to part ways with them because they're not giving you what you want. They're not loving you the way you want to be loved. It can help you stand firm in your decision. It is all right to love somebody. It is okay to like somebody. But when they're not reciprocating it in a way that makes you feel appreciated, loved, and protected, it is okay for you to say, you know what? I like you. I love you, but I love me more. It is an affirmation. So if there's a guy you have to break up with or you have to part ways with and you're scared and you're worried and you know it's going to be painful, you can use this one to reaffirm it. I like him. I wish things worked out, but I like me more. And that's it for today's video. It was short and sweet, right? I know it was. So do enjoy it because the next video is not as short. And on that note, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Share your affirmations with me. What are those little prayers that you meditate on, that you affirm your life and your career, your business with? I would love to hear from you, okay? Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, because on this channel, I create content that helps you become a better version of yourself for yourself. Trust me, you will love it here. As always, be kind to yourself, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.